Well, first of all, it's definitely an honor to be a part of the postseason. You never take that for granted. So, we're excited to be a part of this one. Just trying to put in the proper work for our opponent. A lot of respect going into our opponent. So, a lot of work needs to be put in.
There were times when, talk about being in the postseason, there were times I'm sure with this group, times 6 games under 500, it didn't look like that was going to be a possibility. And when did it click for you that this was not only a playoff team, but maybe a team that had a real chance?
Just trying to play, string a few games, a couple weeks, of good wins or just good ball. Period. Sometimes you can play great basketball and still lose a game. So it's not always about the wins and losses. Obviously, that's what the business we're in. But just seeing the consistency of good basketball. So, we started to play some really good basketball, after the break, and you can kind of see that we could, definitely make the postseason and be a pretty good team.
LeBron, Memphis, Lakers have a lot of fans here in Memphis. Do you guys kind of feed off that, or you kind of block it out during games?
No, I think our focus is just on, the job at hand. Obviously, anytime we're able to get some of the Laker faithful on the road, it's definitely an honor for sure. But, the job at hand and the game is won in between the 4 lines. So you got to maintain that focus.
LeBron, just being in Memphis, I know that you listen to, Young Dog. What's that like, being back in the city and just knowing the music piece?
Obviously, Young Dolph is definitely, someone that's done so much for this community, and his music will forever live on. But obviously, we know, it's the home of rhythm and blues as well. So many great musicians that come from this town, and so being a huge music guy myself, it feels good to be a part of a city that has so much culture in the music.
LeBron, understanding that you're going to play the right way, take what the defense gives you, are there times in the postseason series you or AD that you really exploit a mismatch advantage and kind of, even if they're trying not to have you get to that spot, that you or he are going to keep kind of spamming that kind of action?
Well, you have a game plan going into games, and you want to work that game plan as close to a T as possible. But, obviously there's games that you have to make adjustments, and we got to do whatever that's going to benefit our ball club. So, we'll see as the game goes on.
Is the West feel wide open to you? Is that part of the excitement of being in the playoffs? Is it feels like there could be an opportunity here? Is it the West?
I think it's 16 teams in the postseason. There's an opportunity for all 16.
LeBron, a few years back you said, being asked about maybe not being a top 4 seed in the East, you said, anytime I come into your building for the game, it's going to be a challenge to a team. How do you view starting a series on the road, being the 7th seed against the 2 seed?
I don't view it as much of anything because at the end of the day, everyone's record is 0-0 now. And we're playing against a very worthy opponent, and we respect them a lot. So we just got to be ready for the challenge.
But what's your message to your young teammates like Austin, D'Lo, Mando, guys like that, Beasley, how they're supporting you in the playoffs?
Listen, just go out and have fun. Go out and hoop. Don't change much of what we've done. Those guys have been playing exceptional basketball, so don't put too much added pressure on yourself. At the end of the day, it's still just basketball.
Does it get old for you going to the playoffs?
No, never.
Along those lines, what do you miss the most about not being in the playoffs?
Watching it. I'd rather play it than watch it.
How important is transition defense in the series?
And that's important in the NBA, period. Teams try to find a way to score before defense is set. And, that's just a part of basketball in general. All the way back from when I started playing basketball, getting back in transition or getting back and finding a man. So it stays the same.
Do you see an experience from y'all's standpoint versus a young team like the Grizzlies?
No. Both teams are very well coached.
LeBron, how is Luke Kennard since coming in? How has it really changed the dynamics of this team's offense, especially in the half court?
Luke is a great player. He has a dynamic to their team.
A point of getting to the foul line all season with aggression and stuff like that. Obviously, the playoffs are officiated a little differently. How big of an adjustment is that going to be for this team to kind of maybe not get whistles been used to getting?
It's tough to answer that one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that's what the game gives us and allows us to take advantage of. I'm sure we will. If we don't, and we're not able to take advantage of it from that aspect, I'm sure we'll find other ways.
What type of challenges does Ja Morant present as an opponent?
I'd rather honestly just talk about us. honestly. I mean, I'm sure everybody's talking about them.
Okay.
I don't really want to give y'all no headlines.
So, how about this? What do
to
you
me.
guys need to do in the first 2 games to assure that you come back to LA with at least a split?
Contain Ja Morant. I mean,
It's called the setup day. You got a setup day.
no, I think they're a tough team all the way around. So I don't really want to worry about too much. Put all our eggs in one thing because they can capitalize from other areas too. They're well-run team. So simple as that.
You've talked to us about, man, it's kind of been hit the ground running and I don't know, chasing your tail's not the best term, but just like it's been nonstop. Just to have the recognition that you accomplished something on Tuesday night and just get a little bit of a break. What's that meant for you and this group so far?
It's the grind. I think that's part of the grind, part of playing in postseason. It's all a part of not being at home watching it on TV. You know, you got to live with the grind of every day is something new to prepare for the next day. You know, and if you take a day off, it'll come back and bite you. So that's the playoffs, that's the grind, and I think our whole group's ready for it.
What do you relish about playoff atmospheres, whether it's on the road or at home? Just that crowd and the intensity?
The intensity. I think guys play harder. It brings a different element of your preparation and trust in it. You know, things can get really high, things can get really low, but you find yourself back to your preparation that you've been leaning on all season to kind of get you through the weight of the season as well. And at some point, it's going to be that. And it's just the preparation. I enjoy the preparation of preparing for a team, trying to take out what they do well, see if they'll capitalize, and trying to focus on what we're trying to do when we get up to the plate. Are we going to do what we wanted to do and what we prepared to do, etc.
Obviously, you probably won't know until you're in those moments, the ups and downs, obviously. Do you think that this team has a strong enough foundation right now to kind of weather those storms?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I think so. I think our group is more than capable to fulfill any holes that we have, you know, with the approach that we're coming with to beat this team in a 7-game series. I think we'll be able to adjust. I think we have players that can match it, guard, offensively, defensively, guard play, wing, defensive ability, versatility. I think we got a great group.
So after your shooting night the other night, what was your approach when you got back in the gym? Did it change any at all?
No. I mean, I don't know what I shot, 0 for something or 1 for something. I think I can get it going at any point in the game. I just got to be there to do it. So if I'm not in the game, Coach felt, you know, a different route with it. I got to live with that. But if he did come with me at the end of the game, I can easily make 10 shots in a row. So I'm just that type of player.
So your confidence hasn't wavered one bit based on the guy. I've known, but I asked you that question. Has it wavered one bit because of that poor shooting night?
No, I mean, it's over. We needed to win, honestly. We needed to win. So for me to dwell on it and be on like upset or confidence low, I don't think that's the right approach. Definitely want to do anything and everything I can do to not be in that position in the future.
Was that a process that you had to learn from like when you were here the first time to now?
For sure. When I first was here, it was not really any answers for being treated like that or being out the rotation, in the rotation, starting, shooting guard, point guard. I never had any answer for it, but I didn't know what questions to ask to get an answer for it either. I kind of just thought it was normal. And the older I got, the more experience I've received, I've noticed that it's a lot of times the coach's decision on how you're playing, you know, and you got to live and die with it.
You have been pretty honest about the continuity and how this team is not there to where it could be or it would eventually be.
Me or ADs or the team?
Just the team in general too. Like, I mean, but you and AD as well. When you guys look back a little bit at Minnesota and saw those turnovers, were those turnovers of continuity or did you view them more as turnovers of maybe just exhaustion?
I didn't look back on it, so I don't even remember them, to be honest.
Did you guys not do that as a team at all, like any Minnesota, or is it mostly just
I don't think it
Memphis?
was turnovers. I think it was more or less on what we kind of did in the preparation of the game. It's defensive coverage, offensive execution, things like that. I don't think turnovers was really a focus. So for me, looking back on it, I ain't even I ain't looked back on that, honestly. I wanted to win, we got it. On to the next.
The standings and the seeding say you guys are the underdogs. Do you feel like you're going up against a favorite, or how do you view the kind of the competitive scale of this series?
I don't even honestly think like that. I mean, it's just can't control it. Once you get to the playoffs, anything can happen. The beauty of the sport takes over, and that's the preparation, the making shots, the injuries, like all that matters, and it takes its own part into your success as a team. So just being prepared for those moments, I think, allows you to lock in, you look up, and games will be over, series will be over, and we'll be moving on to the next if that's what it is.
How important is transition defense going to